Episode 21, Red Nation Live. Taka chilla trim quarantine shut down. We're making the best out of this shit. And
in isolation.
Isolation. Isolation in the south side of town. Yeah.
Compliance people.
Yeah. I walk into your studio, the studio stand. Beautiful ass studio, like the best studio I've ever been. It had like sound cards, condenser microphones, MIDI keyboards and everything. I came to the studio.
It was the dopest.
T plays me this record. It's on that Museve Tibuja with twinkling. Jesus rapping on it.
No, shit. But you know the essence of being an MC is anything that's thrown at you, you kill it.
I learned that from you, my nigga. And no that disrespect but now I learned from that record. I learned from that record, which is when there's an MC, as long as it's a beat and it's got a pause, you're supposed to jump on it.
Yeah.
You jumped on it.
You know, like
and you murdered it, my nigga.
I listen to a beat about what I listen to is, can I make something work out of it? Can I rhyme to something? Whether it's a snare, it's a kick, it's a head. Can I bounce on something?
Yeah.
That's what I listen to.
That song is amazing, my nigga. I won't lie to you, and I would like to say in front of everybody, I'm sorry for that. That shit is amazing. That shit was futuristic. And this Rako. But yeah, but I'm saying church. I know them. Dealing out with my chest. Who was staying? Who can have it? Says I can have the music. It's record daring ragaiba. You finished the album. The album is amazing, but it never came out.
What the
fuck happened, my guys?
Life.
I don't know what album. I don't tear album. I think that shit needs to be put out. I got it. So when I listen
behind
to
the scenes when we were recording that album, was a lot of creative differences going on. You know what I'm saying? As in, D always wanted to control the direction of the
music.
As well, me and Kevin had evolved in terms of music.
Yeah, if you don't got him a banger, away from like Trinity and
We've done stuff with Extra Large, we've done stuff with exactly, but you done stuff with Honey Vibes, a whole bunch of guys, you know what I'm saying? And I had evolved as well in terms of sounds and stuff.
Yeah.
So everybody wanted to contribute, but Andrew, you know, he was always been the defiant one. He wants to do things his way. So it started causing a little friction. And then Kev moved out the hood as well.
Yeah, Kev moved out the hood for a minute.
For a minute. And it was just me and D for the longest time now. If you listen to it, Kev is not on a lot of records in the second album.
And D was singing.
And then as well, what was happening was
I
was trying to record some solo records as well. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing with D, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to do your solo shit, you have to pay for studio time. You're only good for Trinity records. And I also ghost wrote a lot of records on these projects. In terms of, because I've always been a good writer.
Yeah, you're a good writer.
Even writing R&B joints and stuff like that. I was writing a lot for his projects, and in exchange, I just wanted my brother to record a couple
you were making your bonds. If you still remember, you were making Street Collections, Volume 1, and you were behind most of these young kids that got into the game.
Exactly.
Warren Age.
Yeah.
You remember we recorded Yours.
Yeah, we recorded
yours before
every did it.
And you were writing like really, really dope hooks, R&B.
Yeah.
And that's when like we're learning producing. I was learning producing. I learned producing with this nigga.
Music, you know what I'm saying? I was really starting to listen to music, you know what I'm saying? Because at first I was just listening to rap records, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, R&B records. But I was now getting introduced to a lot of stuff. The Eric Clapton, Nina Simone.
Yeah, D was into that kind of shit.
You know what I'm saying? The jazz stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like the Sam Cooks and all that stuff. Yeah. So I wanted to contribute as well. And I was helping him with this stuff. So I thought in exchange, he could record my solo stuff, but he wasn't trying to do that. And
he wasn't about that.
Okay, let me get out of here. I just felt like, let me get out of here.
Yeah, and by those days when you got into the Trinity, you were going by Resilience. MobXTheDon said, enter GZE. Gangster Zion's Elite. Do you remember how we came up with those names, my nigga?
Man, we was just some angry young man.
We used to come to your house, me and G, and roll weed before we go to school, smoke some weed, and G.
And when you guys used to go to the club, you'd be with a little
radio, and a whole lot of tapes and shit.
And I listen and, you know, write rhymes and stuff.
And people don't know that we're brothers like that. We go way back.
And y'all would come from the club in the middle of the night, knock on my window, and crash.
And GZE was not outgoing like that. He was like...
I was broke.
Nah.
I was broke.
I was broke, yeah. It's just it didn't but you were always there for us, like to the crash at
Yep.
she's at that position. And you were like shaping us to be like Mob-Figgaz. And that's when we came up with these names. The resilience evolving into this other thing. That's not like
resilience is me, is the essence of me, and I was feeling like I'm not that at the time. Yeah.
So but when GZE, man, my nigga GZE and Gangster Science Elite. Yeah, that shit deep Gangster Science Elite.
For me, with the concept was like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're in a place where it's the pits.
Yeah.
But still, you have to be on top.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, you gotta be on top.
We gotta give you credit for like the Southerton game. All these cats that came after us, like Apano Atisina for making those steps, Street Collection Volume 1, Volume 2, The Game Don't Stop.
Yeah.
I remember this other record we made. I was making this record with G and you Ngwenda Kumba. Obawuya manje, kwashikachitogadzira record. Obawamira padu. It's cheating. And we used to do like records, 2-3 records a day, and you niggas used to like we used to like do all-nighters. Things were hard back in the day, remember? We were like brothers.
We needed was a bottle of Gilbert's gin.
Gilbert's gin, Coke.
No ice, not necessary.
And food. Yeah, I started talking about and food, and we used to like Episode 21 with GZE. Yeah. And the second Trinity album didn't come out.
It didn't come out.
Now you're into Gangster Science Elite. GZE.
Yep.
I remember the first like project. People don't say that's GZE and I'm a project, but you had this other project, so that you put out. Yeah, it was like an EP. Do you remember that project?
Yeah, I remember that project.
That shit wasn't a flop because it got major airplay. Where is it? In the students were I listen. Hey, names were radio, and I was like,
I don't even have those records anymore.
Radio, and you had like Brown on some of the songs, aren't it? Yeah. Brown some of the songs.
I think I recorded those joints with Brown, if I remember well. Because Andrew wasn't trying to record me. Now Brown at the studio, Granite Side. Yeah, and I was going over there like.
And Nanzani, BG and you.
Yeah.
BG and yours.
Yeah.
They went by which name? Every Diddy. Bring back Every Diddy, guys, please.
By public demand.
Hey, bring back Every Diddy. Those niggas had chemistry.
Yeah, they were,
You also, Brown had this studio, Granite Side. Was he producing? What was he doing?
He was producing mostly. It was Leo Mfumo's studio.
Yeah.
And Brown was producing over there.
Yeah. Not when we did the Brown podcast, I and Leo is my man. Yeah.
Yo, everybody is interconnected, man.
Yeah, that's what I tell these niggas. It's like one big thing. Yeah,
like we all branch.
Exactly. Branch.
XQ, Leo, me, J Brown, Stana.
Starting from like Dilani Makalima.
It's all family. It's a bloodline. It's a family tree.
That project came out.
Musically,
It didn't make it big in the streets, but and then, according to me, that shit got airplay.
Yeah. That was the first thing I did indie.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. That shit got airplay. Nations were radio. Watch resilience for papa and chaita chajambura circles. And all of a sudden, Obambo chill. I think you chill for like a year or so.
I then did.
And you came back.
By Guinea with Cutty.
And then
I met Cutty. You know what I'm saying?
Cutty Beatz came into the picture. Legendary Africa, yeah. And you were making this like beautiful tape times to Pinda by an album, like
Cutty was a young producer.
From
the hood, you know what I'm saying? In the studio.
Young producer.
And I think I was
visuals.
Since I was the only guy on radio, I think in the hood, he felt like if he worked with me, then his works would go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So, I really had nothing to do at the time, so we dialed in and we did the Tampinda Beginia tape.
Yeah.
And then that one didn't do so well, I think.
You still remember, I was telling you guys, don't take all these records to radio. Give them singles. And I think
everything to radio.
I think that beautiful record was amazing. The whole album was amazing, and my DJs slept on that shit.
What happened at the time is Power FM was still the dominant radio station, and the sound that they were going for, you know what I'm saying? They were not really absorbing anything that was different or sonically. from what they had going on. So if you had something else that was too different, that strayed from, that urban groove sound, that Russo.
Hey, Russo. Russo.
Those vibes, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't messing with it.
No, they were not.
They were not messing with it. So after that, you know what I'm saying? That's when I was
Chilla. But yeah, that record has got like beautiful songs on it. And atapinda baginya. Ndakanyatsoona kunyatsonyorwa kwemusic. Not you guys took time with that record. You and Cutty. Cutty is not a musician, but he knows how to sing, he knows how to produce, he knows how to cheat. He was behind writing those songs, coming up with the concepts. And amazing. And if people sleep on this,
yeah, they did.
And they did. And Tapinda by Ginya, I remember the record, the title track. Yeah. You end up bubbling under my charts.
Yeah.
And I was
did okay.
Yeah, he did okay.
Did all right.
Yeah, it's a track.
We shot a video.
And I'm on it. Hey,
Yeah.
Juta. Tell me about that Nyazi video with that nigga BC.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did the record, right? You know what I'm saying? And I was playing the tape for... Yeah, I was playing the tape for BC, and BC was like, yo, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm a videographer. Let me shoot a video for you.
Yeah.
Like, all right, dope. Let's do it. And, there was no script, running gun.
What if I tell you I still have, like, the video for Tapinda?
I have that video.
You have that video?
Yeah, I still have it.
And if we release it for the people to watch?
That might happen.
No, did you know that one? People like in the game, like in the present game, present moment, like they're saying Jesus doesn't have project. Jesus doesn't have projects. He never drops project. But then there's what on Tatasa. We talked about the Trinity album.
Exactly.
We talked about the Zoro's album, and now we're talking about the Tapinda by Ginya album. Those are 3 projects.
Yeah.
Those are 3 projects. 3, not like serious ass projects.
I know what it takes to put out a project that goes somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And I know how to I know what it is to put out a project, and you place a lot of expectations on that project.
And as GT, you've been in the game. You've been in the game way before the titles in hip hop came. Yeah. Zvazoitika zvese Tapinda by Ginya. Maniko anga kazota akudzoka. Aiwa, usati wakudzoka mugeni. You made this other 5 came to you, and you made this other record with 5, Alka and Brown. Oh, na matsaga.
Oh, yeah.
Martinez
Bingo.
Yeah. But
that record was after Tapinda by Ginya.
After Tapinda by Ginya, you made that record like.
Yeah, and then we shot a video to it.
Yeah, we shot the video in the hood and ndopo wakatanga kuita resilience, ndopo wakatanga kubva kumabaza kwe anenge madetemba anenge ana chichichi. Wakuya manje ma streets manje.
Yeah.
Not disrespecting those bars. I think you and Mafumo muri take but Jesus wakaenda kana uchimeditate wakanoti pakuda mabaza like are modernized and whatnot. And that record like
this is when I think Junior Brown and MC Cheetah had the King's Rendezvous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I listened to that tape and I felt like, okay, it's redefining the genre. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to get on that wave too. And Stan, I think, at the T-Mobile record at the time.
Yeah.
And I was feeling like the tides are changing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me try it one more time. You know what I'm saying? I did that and I shot a video for it.
Yeah, we shot a video, in the hood, yeah.
You know.
Everybody showed love.
Yeah, everybody showed love. Everybody came out, was just wilding. I remember Stana was the guy in hip hop at the time, and he had just landed from Italy, I think.
Yeah.
From the airport, he came to the shoot.
Yeah, and he come here.
And
the Benz, yeah.
I think it was Pokelo's Benz.
Pokelo's Benz.
Pokelo's Benz.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I remember Stana was doing
Benz your Blakes.
Brown and Gajur, man. I think that was like my first time to spend time with Brown in that video.
Yeah.
5 actually relax.
I came through with John who made the beat.
Yeah.
It was a crazy vibe.
Yeah, it was a crazy vibe.
A
lot of liquor.
Just, with some groupies.
Groupies.
But, they were, that's all, what I'm saying. It was what it was.
But ipapo ndo panakatanga kuona sound yakutanga kushape. Jesus wakuivolva. Wakubva kusound wakadziona D wakubva to that Trinity sound and now una Jesus akubuda. And you know what's beautiful about that record? You rekindled shit with 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought, this guy is young.
Yo, Fife has always given me some of the biggest records of my career, and I respect that. You know what I'm
and
saying?
you know it, and you've never been. You've always been brothers like Fife.
Yeah. I always go back to the guy whenever I want some heat. You know what I mean?
And that
you'll come through.
And that record was being played on radio.
Yeah, it was being played on radio. It did well. It did fairly well.
And you did this other record like Bryce Nation. Around that time, when you got Bryce Nation or Bryce?
No, it was this chick, rest in peace, Amelia.
Amelia, always.
Damuana. Yeah, it was a record called Damuana.
You got a record, Amelia?
Yeah, that's the record that
Yeah. I remember that record.
Yeah, we recorded that record in Sunningdale. They had a studio up in Sunningdale.
Jesus, you work with Amelia. RedNationLive. Get your facts right. Jesus, work with Amelia. Yeah. The best female rapper ever.
Yeah, man.
God rest her soul, please.
Talented, young.
Yeah, very talented.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about the passing on of Amelia?
Oh, that was sad, man.
That was sad. She was young.
She was young.
And she was
had
talented.
A lot of promise and potential. And yeah.
How come you never got, like, I know you and Bryce like type boys. How come you never got to like work and put out like a solid project between you, Bryce Nation and Jesus?
Me and Elton are brothers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
So what's naturally gonna happen is we're gonna fight about a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So with some relationships, if you want to preserve them, you just keep the brotherhood. You don't do business. You know what I mean? You just do business here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like if you need me for something, I'm there. If I need you for something.
Where the fuck is Elton Bryce?
He's in the States now.
Bryce Nation is still alive.
Cindy has got.
Yeah, he's doing a great job with Cindy. Yeah. Episode 21 with GZE. History lesson, guys. You need to watch these things. You need to watch this thing.
Go way back. You know what I'm saying? Too old to be embarrassed.
Yeah. Episode 21 with GZE.
Yep, the big 2-1.
Yeah, the big 2-1. Yo, my nigga, what came first, the R2AD project or Guinea? R2AD with Retreat to Advance with Warren.
I think what came first was R2AD.
Yeah, shout out to Warren.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's another project with R2AD with
but
Warren.
On that one, it was a compilation, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're just getting a bunch of talents from the hood.
Yeah. And you've always been big, like, you're always like behind, you're like the quarterback, helping this, young MCs. Find their way,
you know what I mean? Like, this is the thing. We struggled a lot trying to get put on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And nobody was trying to offer us a helping hand, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember the first time I went to Delani, he just told me, yo, you know what I'm saying? Go get a bag and come to court, you know what I mean? And where would I get I was, you know what I'm saying?
It was
like,
fresh off school. And
there was another
studio time was expensive.
I went there, you know what I'm saying? They told me go get the bag. You know what I'm saying? I went to Princeton Dye, against Identity, I think. They told me go get the bag and you can record, you know what I'm saying? So I know how tough it is trying to get in the studio and trying to get put on. So I feel like we'll be doing a disservice to the younger generation if we let them go through the same things that we went through.
We need to fix it.
We need
to fix it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I want to ask you something, Tony. I think it's keep my mind. Anyway, we got to this beautiful record, but also this record like was the first GZE record. GZE how we manage muzimipo. The Vroom Vroom Waizia record. Yeah, ndoba magastanga man. Ndoba zgatangiza.
Well,
record.
That record was after that's the period I had taken a sabbatical.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm just gonna fall back from this thing, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't feeling like music and rapping anymore at the time.
I don't remember.
It was a while since I'd been in the studio. And this is what happened. I heard the Realness record.
Realness?
Yeah, Few Kings, the Realness. Chimbukziza, Tikadzima Real Niggas.
Hardcore.
The way that thing was just banging from the instrumental to the bars and it resurrected something inside of me. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel like.
So who made the core? I know Fife made the producer.
Hip hop can sound this nice. You know what I'm saying? Like it could sound. It sounded so original.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now the sound had been defined. You know what I'm saying?
Sound didn't get defined.
A new era had been birthed. You know what I mean? Like something new had been
Oh,
started.
I'm a new kids and a 10 and
I definitely believe that Jay Briz is the godfather of Zim hip hop.
Yeah,
the way, you know, when it broke away from urban grooves.
And
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Breezy was leading the culture.
Yeah. He was the point man for that. You know what I'm saying? I heard that record. I had my drinks record. You know what I'm saying? The way he was just bouncing so nice. And I was like this, and it was in Sean. You know what I'm saying? Like it's sounding this dope. You know what I'm saying? Like it got me excited again and trying to be in the studio again. So
that's a 5 production. Who called who?
I made the call.
And you said you told him
I made the calls. Like I want back in. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do this thing again. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, Fife was working on this tape called the Dope Tape.
Yeah, the Dope Tape.
So Vroom Vroom was a record on the Dope Tape. You know what I'm saying? So Fife was making a tape called the Dope Tape. That's another thing about Fife. He's always been an unselfish brother when it comes to music. So he's playing me beats. I'm not really connecting with something, you know what I'm saying? And they started playing me his tape, the Dope Tape.
Yeah.
And we get to that record, you know what I'm saying? And coincidentally at the time, I just bought this big black whip of chrome dubs, you know what I'm saying? Like
nasty as more than
like a stretch big black car, you know what I mean?
Yeah. She was beautiful,
and I was like, beautiful, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he played that record, you know what I'm saying? The hook was already there, the pre-chorus was already there, the engineer got shooting while you know, and he had verses on it, like 2 verses on it. I was like, my brother, take them shits off.
I want that shit.
This is my record, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, dope, you know what I'm saying? He took them things off. I wrote the record on the spot. We went in.
And that shit was big.
You know what I mean?
You went straight to number 1.
I left the studio. You know, a week later, it was on radio.
Making circles,
causing mass hysteria. I just came across it on the radio. He shot up to number 1.
Yeah.
Shot up to number 1 for close to over a month.
Yeah, I remember. ZFM doing that my first days at ZFM was like... Yeah.
And then Star FM picked up on it as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think at the time now, Yachi had a show there, Butterfly had a show there, and Prometheus had a show there.
Yeah.
Hip-hop, so, you know, it was a domino effect and caught on to Star FM also.
And it's been dope singles.
Dope
singles. I think upon them like my singles like
I have over 30 singles, man.
30 singles that are like really, really beautiful. That are
big
like
singles.
big, like
big tunes.
Vroom Vroom, the record, the record you made with Chilla, I made.
Yeah, I made it.
The record that you made with Sister Flame, Sambo.
Did a video for that too.
Yeah.
Chimoyo, Jay Briz again.
Yeah, Chimoyo.
John Buru.
John Buru, man. Yeah. Let's talk about John Buru. Yeah, John Buru is a big record.
Yeah, John Buru is a big tune, monster record. You know what I'm saying? It was number
Cootie
2
on the beat.
It was number 2 on Star FM for close to over a month again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, it's tough to break the Star FM charts.
Yeah. I know.
And you know, the record that was ahead of it was Shin Somawawa at the time.
Yeah.
So it was basically the biggest hip hop record at the time.
So what came first? Did Cudi call you for the beat or I know wrong with Cudi on this kind of record?
Me and Cudi at the studio together at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just used to be at the studio, you know, just be making beats. So he was just making this beat, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that beat is amazing.
Making this beat, and I liked the beat, you know, and I had the verse already. The first
verse.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was just intriguing. It was intrinsic, you know what I mean? And just the chemistry with the beat. I wrote a verse at the spot. Recorded the first verse, started shopping for a chorus. Sent it to a couple of guys trying to get a chorus. And the person...
What made you think of Red, Young Red?
This is what happened.
Young Red wasn't big back then, auntie.
He wasn't big at all. Nobody knew him.
Yeah.
But I had heard him sing, you know what I'm saying? I knew he had a voice, you know what I'm saying? But I think his writing wasn't yet there, you know what I'm saying? So... We had the lyrics for the chorus. Brian G wrote the lyrics.
Brian G.
Yeah, he wrote the lyrics for the chorus. And I was shopping for somebody to at first I tried to rap the chorus. But it wasn't sounding correct. I was like, nah, we need somebody to sing the chorus.
All right.
And the only 2 brothers that I know, you know what I'm saying, who could do that for me was from what I'd heard, was Nemo. From my experience with him, with Martinez Timabimbo and Rusambo. But I needed a new voice as well, somebody that people had never heard. And I was like, let me just take a guy that nobody knows.
What I like about Red's voice is like original Zimbabwean.
Exactly. It sounds so Zimbabwean, so cultured, so Shona.
And I do Zimbabwean as road Dragasara, man.
It actually means it's the best product.
It's original.
Exactly. And you can only export.
Feels like home.
You can only export what's original.
And Red came through and killed it. And the production, I think, is one of your best produced songs ever. Kuri aitinetsa chama song yaita iteswa ma headphones kusvika sound wasvika zvekudaro ndichidiwa pia unozoita zvekuita beat rako beat nezvachaita chibit chinoita kunge chikukutera chinoita kunge chimbada.
And I don't know what happened, but it came out as a leak. I hadn't taken it to radio. I don't know who leaked it to who. It just on radio. Yep. So when I heard that it was on radio, I had to just jump on the wagon and start doing the promo rounds.
Alright. But it made it big, like.
It made it big, bro.
The lines on it. The concept John Buru. And I wonder as a John Buru. His name is John Buru.
Yeah, John Buru.
John Buru.
I'm not gonna dry snitch on a dead guy, but if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
Do your research.
Yeah, John Buru.
The concept basically I was just trying to say I'm the version of what he was on the streets in the booth.
Oh, I. No, the American niggas are always on that big Mitch tip, that nigga.
Exactly. I could have gone that way. You know what I'm saying? I could have said Pablo. I could have said Noriega. I could have said
John Buru, I'm for me.
Yeah, but I was like, no, let's keep it culture. Let's keep it home.
Yeah, R.I.P. John Buru, my nigga. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
And that song released. How come we never got a video to that? I think my friend had a video.
You know what? I don't know why I didn't do a video for that.
I have to do a video, but not song man. I have to
no
up to now, you know, man.
I don't know why I didn't do a video for that. I have no excuse.
I have no excuse, man. Rings on my fans.
I have no excuse.
Apologize to your fans, my nigga.
Yeah, I dropped the ball on that.
Yeah.
Big lesson.
But from that time on, you were dropping singles.
Yeah.
The Chiller record.
The Chiller record was A&R'd by PD the Ghost.
PD the Ghost.
Yeah, he had the beat for that. I think it came from FTR. There was an issue about it. I think a little beef with Xander, and Xander said, it's my production. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I got it from FT. I went to FT studio for that
FTR.
one. I recorded. I went with Kevin and Cutty Beatz. And Cutty Beatz, I did a small verse on it. I recorded my parts. Sheila came through. He did. I wasn't there when he recorded. He came through. He did his thing.
And my nigga, one thing I respect about you, apana mwandu, is your concept. Move around the city in any studio freely and get those kind of productions. You've worked with Mix Masters, FTR, Bryce Nation, Tags, Yagi Dojo, Mob-Figgaz, niggas from Feel, all over. You've worked How do you do that, my nigga? How do you do that?
I just have good rapport with people. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate everybody for who they are.
But we're expecting a project for when you were fucking with Mix Masters. What records did you make with Mix Masters? Ragabada. Yeah.
Bang.
Ragabada.
You know what people don't know is I was actually supposed to sign with Mix Masters.
Yeah. And that is
you know what I mean? I was supposed to sign with Mix Masters, but then what these guys did, you know what I'm saying? I made Ragabada. Yeah, Mix Masters was Shazer, his brother, and Jay Driz, the nephew of Diaz Kuda. So I made Ragabada. Right? And then they had an artist with theirs again. This kid called
Karma. Young Money.
Yeah, Young Money.
Yeah.
And then behind my back, they make another version. They make Karma another version of Shagabada. You hear what I'm trying to say? and they released the records. I didn't even know that that's what they did. Until I get a call from ZFM, like, yo, we have a new joint of yours here, Shagabada, but there's another one, with this kid, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? I was like, yo, I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I called this nigga, yo, what's going on? And so for me, that was shady. That was shady. So I was like, nah, I can't deal with this guy.
So how many records did you do with Mix Masters?
One.
And the relationship was done?
And that was that.
So you got bad blood between, there's no bad blood between you and Shady?
No bad blood. I don't know how to
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just know how to move away from a situation when I feel like this situation is not to my benefit.
But by the time you were from that Vroom Vroom record to you were dropping singles, people were expecting an album. Anytime this nigga's gonna drop an album, how come you never got the album? Because the radio was playing, the streets were reacting, and yeah.
Well, I take albums very seriously. That is the thing.
Yeah,
you know what
I
I'm
know
saying?
you do.
Like, I take albums very seriously. Remember, I've done albums before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Put it one, put it
exactly,
two.
and I hadn't gotten the result that I expected from getting an album. So I don't want to disappoint myself again to a point where I feel I lose love for the game. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
The singles thing was working well for me at the time.
It was,
in terms of my name being in circulation and, you know, just my brand getting strong.
And
I didn't want to give out something too soon.
Whole lot of ape.
You know what I'm trying to say? Before I had a following. So the singles game was trying to cultivate a following.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, consistently cultivate a following where people know that GZE is heavy in the game and is here. You know what I'm saying? He's here for good. You know what I'm saying? He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and you know, because we are indie, I also tell the truth that a lot of people don't want to tell. We are independent artists.
Yeah.
You know, we're not signed to any majors.
Like
there's no Columbia, there's no Def Jam, there's no Universal, there's no, you know, all these other record companies putting up. Yeah. There's no Jimmy Iovine.
There's no Jimmy
Russell Simmons.
No JD.
Putting up budgets for marketing and promotion. Everything is from out your pocket. You get what I'm trying to say? You get what I'm trying to say? So sometimes, you know, like, there has to be returns. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, returns. Especially when you put out these big records, commercial records. Exactly. Commercial means the money coming in.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not like
and unfortunately, the game is still in a place where it's not a lot of money. Yeah. In the game, you know what I'm saying?
And to put out a song, it's expensive.
Exactly.
Put out a song, doing promo runs and whatnot.
It can be to your peril if you do these things and you're not really getting money back out of it. It's stressful.
Yeah.
It's really
and I think you're blessed, nigga. You got like I'm on those animal relationships that are vital to their career like you. You got this beautiful relationship between you and PD.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did that shit come about? It's like you go way back from school
I never knew PD until I started making records. Bro.
Yeah.
You know, and that just came from a mutual respect of
Who approached who?
He put the call.
And
he's like, yo, guy, you know what I'm saying? I like what you're doing, you know what I'm saying?
Like, what record of yours was in circulation when you
at the time? Yeah. It was Zaka Badara in Vroom Vroom. So it's like when I heard Vroom Vroom, you know, I just thought maybe it's a fluke. But when I heard Zaka Badara, I was like, this guy is serious. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, what up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
Yeah. Those were all around. I were all around.
And ever since, he's been my radio plug.
Yeah, and there's this thing, On GZE on the raps about hustle and whatnot, and I think people get it twisted. People, bloggers and whatnot, they're not listening to you. In total disrespect, I know if you go back in the time, you got this with Sambo record.
Yep.
You got this with Sambo record.
Yeah.
Your biggest record to date with Trinity is like Chesa and Wadio. Yeah. Those are not hustle records. And what I don't tell is nobody reacts to the situation more than you. Like when xenophobia was happening in South Africa, you made the Cure.
I made the Cure record.
Those are not hustle records. And you do justice. And
when the riots broke out, I made the love song.
Yeah, the love song.
When we're going for elections, I made Guy Zimbabwe.
Yeah, Guy Zimbabwe.
When we're going for elections, again, I think I made the Unity record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And these are my least liked records, actually.
Your least liked?
Yeah.
Nothing like
this is the records that
some
this
of your
is
most
the thing.
Beautiful like
those are my most beautiful records. Those are the records that show you like I'm really an intellect, you know what I'm saying? I really know how to articulate things with wax, you know what I'm saying? In a way that most of these guys can't.
And you're aware of the times
exactly. But it's only that maybe the audience and the DJs like those type of records, like the commercial records, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. The records that, that make this listenership shoot up. Because radio, it's about ratings.
Yeah, ratings. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, my nigga. You've done like a whole lot of
So
interviews.
I think anybody who says I only make gospel records hasn't done their research.
Yeah, and those are need to Jesus got like one of the most beautiful pockets.
I
Anything.
think I could be the artist with the most versatile catalog.
Yeah.
You know
I agree.
Even sonically, even in terms of sound.
Corona is out right now. Are we gonna get a record about Corona? The virus and shit.
Right now, you know what? The studio access is difficult.
Yeah.
Because I can't move around too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shut down.
And to be honest, I'm not really inspired to do a record about Corona because I don't think there's anything that I can say that can really affect any change on the situation. You know what I'm trying to say? I can't. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not gonna come up with a cure in a record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Best I can do right now is just urge everybody to comply with what the professionals are saying. You know what I'm saying?
But you talked on a cure, but I think what you did, like releasing the 400 bars thing.
Yeah.
You know what I call that shit?
Yeah.
I call that shit a mix-up. 400 bars. A mix-up. It's like a mixtape, but it's an EP. It's a short. It's a mix-up.
It's a mixtape EP. So I think that's the best that I feel I could do. That's the best that I feel I could do.
And that shit is amazing. The streets reacted. The way you put out that shit.
That's the best thing that I felt I could do in the
situation. 400 bars and running.
Yeah.
Episode 21 with GZE. We're talking about 400 bars and running.
Yes,
the mix
sir.
app. Yeah.
So I was saying initially the project was supposed to be my first quarter release. I wanted to sell it, you know what I'm saying? But when this whole shutdown thing happened, I felt like, we all have a job to do, you know what I'm saying? What's the best contribution that I can give? You know what I'm saying? Like, we all need to stay in, but we need to stay entertained. I was like, let me just give something to people for free, you know what I'm saying? Let me just give it away for free.
Yeah.
You know, and just have people digest these bars and have these conversations on social media, you know, and just have fun.
Timing
stay safe.
Timing was amazing.
It was an impromptu release. I just woke up and I was like, it's out.
Yeah, that's amazing. How did you get MobG to host it?
I just felt like I wanted to do a tape where a DJ hosted, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how these guys in the States do, like DJ K-Slade,
exactly.
Austin Artist Tape.
And that's Sweet Ones, brother.
Exactly, to keep real hip-hop and real culture. So I was like, who's the best hip-hop DJ, you know what I'm saying?
MobG.
You listen to the TXO.
Yeah, MobG.
The way he just goes ham, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's about bars.
I gave him a call. I was like, I'm trying to do this. Would you like to be a part of it? He was like,
no problem.
Say no more. I sent him the dots, the beats. He did his thing, sent the vocals back to us, sent it back to the producer, and that was that.
Yeah. I think that's amazing, my nigga. At a time like this, people are dying. Super shut down. Apparently, people are not supposed to move around, and you know your job as an MC is to keep people entertained and drop this project.
Yeah, like people need entertainment now. More than
yeah.
ever, you know what I'm saying?
And you're playing your part. Your part. Yeah.
Exactly.
Are we ever gonna get a launch or anything?
A launch for that? I might. Let's see after the lockdown.
After the lockdown.
I definitely want to do 1 or 2 videos.
Yeah.
Project. I definitely have a couple of ideas for.
After lockdown, we're in the California love parties. This motherfucker people will be partying and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We're still gonna need to be careful after the lockdown.
Anyway, Jurit and my Hansi, fans be asking me, how come you never perform? We never see you on stage, like.
I've done a couple of things, like the street hip hop tours. I've done those.
Yeah, street hip hop tour.
You know what I'm saying? I've done some stuff in Guerrero and Thai.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the thing with hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all know, like, this is the least build genre. You know what I'm saying? It's usually like the pop type. No disrespect. Pop just means popular.
Yeah, popular. Yeah.
However, if people don't know, those type of vibes that get build. You know what I'm saying? And most of the times, the going price for those acts is disrespectful. So fortunately for me, the type of rapper that I am is I don't really need to be on stage to put money in my pocket. So I'm not gonna let no promoter play me like their event is bigger than my talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The way I feel like we have to go with it now, you know what I'm saying? Especially having been self-educated from being indie, is start making our own shows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Start putting money, betting on ourselves more.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
So you're definitely gonna see a lot of GZE events promoted by GZE.
Yeah. Shout out to you, my nigga. Anyway, on a lighter note, to Barz N Running Mixtape, favorite sneaker, my nigga.
Oh, it's definitely the J's number 13s, man.
It's number 13, yeah, number 13.
12 and 13, yeah.
Old-time rapper. Favorite rapper?
Tupac.
Yeah. What's your favorite Machiavelli album?
All Eyes on Me.
All Eyes on Me, yeah. Saga Chafunza Biggie Pac.
It's definitely, I'm a Pac guy, you know what I'm saying? Like,
if you were to be in any city in America, what city would you love to be in?
LA.
Yeah. Okay.
It's real out there.
Who your favorite rapper in Zimbabwe?
It's definitely J Breezy.
Breezy.
Yep.
Yeah, Breezy. I know to God MC. One of the few. Yeah.
Is the dopest.
And yeah, we've got these young cats popping off. I think with this hip hop and drop a name with level. We got niggas like Gonza, Peels, and whatnot. What feel I say about Gonz?
You know what I'm saying? Like, hip hop, you know what I'm saying, is versatile. You get what I'm trying to say? It's different styles to it. Not one style is going to make an entire culture. You get what I'm trying to say? So you need a whole bunch of different styles and different cultures to draw different audiences that we're going to all integrate and all get a piece of.
Yeah.
So he has his own thing that is adding on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's dope, you know what I'm saying? He's done beautiful.
Yeah, he's doing beautiful.
He's done really well, you know what I mean?
Are we ever going to get a Gonz GZE track?
That can happen.
This year?
Easy. That can happen easy.
Yeah.
But it has to be organic. It's not going to be forced. I'm not the type of person that collaborates with a person just because it's big. You know what I mean? It has to make sense.
And
I have a couple of big collaborations that I stashed because I think they wasn't dope enough.
Okay. And I know you read books a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think rappers need to like read books and with right education, so you get a lot of information and
I'm
knowledge
always
from
thinking,
books.
what do I need? What new skill do I need to develop?
What do you think every rapper needs to read this book? Like a go-to book for every rapper?
The Richest Man in Babylon.
Richest Man in Babylon. It's a good book. Yeah. Okay. No.
It teaches a lot about entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Which is the skill that every indie rapper needs.
Yeah. Especially in these times now.
I encourage every rapper to study
indie.
Study Nipsey Hussle and Chance the Rapper. Biggest independent artist in America. You can learn a thing or two.
Yeah. Nipsey Hussle,
If you mold your hustle after those guys, you definitely won't go wrong.
And what was the last album you listened to?
The last album I listened to would be the J Elect album. The J Electronic
and Jay-Z album.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to that. Took like a minute or so. It took a minute or so for like J Electronica to drop an album on Rock Nation.
Yep.
Is the wait worth it?
Nah.
No, J Electronica is fucking a Rothschild. Sounds
I'm not gonna say like it was the anticipation was as big as the product.
Is it like better than Watch the Throne?
Ooh, definitely nah.
Watch the Throne is still.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jay got some serious verses on it, but it doesn't match Watch the Throne.
Alright. What do you feel like us as Zimi Pop artists, what we need to do to like take this culture to the next level and make sure that we get paid and we do the right things?
We need to invest in ourselves.
How about how?
You know what I'm saying? That you need to stop okay, I know I just did it, but we need to stop giving our music for free.
Yeah.
That's number one. You know what I'm saying? We need to create the culture of selling records, whatever amount you sell. Sell 10 records, figure out how to sell 20. Sell 20, figure out how to sell 40. You know what I'm saying? We need to get in the avenues of revenue stream more, like the merchandise, and putting up our own shows, putting up money for our own shows.
Yeah.
Because we're independent anyway. We just might as well embrace the positives of being independent.
But is Zimi Pop on a better position from where we came from, my nigga? Are we going in the right direction? Or?
Yeah. I think
slowly but sure.
Slowly.
You know
what I'm saying? Like the pace is not. I don't feel like the pace is it should be, but it's better than nothing.
I feel like this year we're putting top song up recognized, but we're winning big awards.
Definitely. Like,
winning big awards.
Guns done snatched a bunch of awards, you know what I'm saying?
Best male.
Yeah, best male, you know what I'm saying? At the Namas even, too, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't think a rapper has ever snatched best male at the Namas before. So, yeah, that's a lot of attention on Zim Hip Hop. So it's up to the genre for people to start stepping up, you know what I'm saying?
You don't have beef with nobody in the game?
No.
You cool with everybody?
I'm not cool with everybody.
Are we ever going to get the Trinity album?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to know Zunganya. Is it Vito? Is it D? Is it you?
We just at different spaces in life.
You don't know they did a Trinity album?
I wouldn't mind, bro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
But we just have to be on the same page.
Yeah, I think you need to bring Trinity.
And the same Trinity spiritually as well.
Trinity was way ahead of his time, and what is when he's a man? As na Buddha man,
but the music is there, so you know what I'm saying. I think it's most likely gonna happen.
Your favorite Zim dancer artist?
My favorite Zim dancer artist that would be Winky D.
Winky D.
And this is for reasons other than just music.
Yeah.
His character and personality as well.
Right.
How disciplined and his serious work ethic. It's kept him on top, you know what I'm saying, like throughout everything. I feel like discipline and work ethic are the most essential things, ingredients in longevity. And he's mastered that.
FMC. See me pop FMC.
Right now?
Yeah.
It's always Trae Young, because Trae Young is a boss. She's put some niggas on.
Yeah, and Revelation, Noble Style said, Trae Young's got like 18 number ones already.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, and I respect that Trae.
I'm not surprised. And she done put on some niggas, you know what I'm saying?
A whole lot of niggas.
She's boss, you know what I mean? Like, whenever she puts a record out, you know what? When we did Chimoyo, initially it was called Nikoko. You know what I'm trying to say? But then Trae Young put out a record called Nikoko at the time as well. And it came up with merchandise, and she just owned it. There was no way we could do that.
Yeah.
And we went back in the studio to change it.
Yeah.
To Ndioyo.
Yeah. Are we ever gonna see Miss Red on one of your videos, my nigga?
Miss Red, my nigga. You know?
Yeah.
You know, she's said it publicly, like, Jeezy's my favorite rapper, so
yeah,
that can happen easy. It's just a call away.
Yeah. Episode 21 with Resilience GZE. Straight out of south side of town. This is Red Nation Live. I'm MobXTheDon. Please subscribe. Look culture cool, and we need to support each other.
Let's make the culture bigger, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And per shout down Panapa Managa. Stay at home.
Stay safe,
and let's pray. I'm MobX with Brazilians GZE, my nigga. Yep. 400 bars. Get the mix app. It's beautiful. It's got bars on bars. And let's support each other, man. Usete jealousy. Kana wafunga no gona. Jingwe no nuitao. Ban manu jaja. I'm MobXTheDon. Episode 21.
Peace.